does it matter so much how these yokels feel about you?
It doesn't. It matters how I feel about myself. And for once, I feel like I'm important. Like I'm somebody to be proud of. And I had hoped that my husband would be there to support me half as much as I've supported him this week. Looks like you did it.
No. You did it. I'm so proud of you, Millie. And I'm sorry I let you down.
Just don't do it again, dummy.
Well, that sure is one way to support your partner. Goddamn. The 5th episode of the 2nd season of Hell of a Boss just released, and we're eating good today, guys. Like literally 2 weeks ago was Queen Bee, and now on Happy Campers, we are living our best lives. The episode starts out with Blitzo looking to be breaking into a facility in the Sloth Ring. Now, this was a real blow for a lot of fans because we all thought he was coming to see Stolas. They even had like the plants and everything. But as soon as he got in, he stopped by this Nab looking motherfucker from Garten of Ban or Nabalino, whatever. And Blitz just mentions his sister, and everyone's heart just shatters into pieces. Like, oh shit, yeah, his twin sister is in rehab, and he's coming to see her. Not Stolas. Why did we ever deceive ourselves into thinking that? And he came out the way he came in. Just disgrace upon disgrace. His sister isn't here. She checked herself out, which you'd think somebody who is going through a lot, the sibling that is not a drug addict would be the one to have to sign them out. But I guess if you're sound of mind and you're no longer at risk, they let you sign yourself out. That seems weird. Oh yeah, but Candle-Headed Demon, that's so cute. So Blitz is now on the hunt for his sister, which ironically is not the main plot of the show. The main plot of the show is a client has come in and is requesting for a hit, but the client doesn't know who killed them. They just know, hey, somebody killed me and I want you to kill whoever killed me. Just that person, so no collateral damage. But you know what, you're already in hell. I just say set the whole camp on fire. The person who killed me will eventually die. But for the fact that they just want to kill one person means that there's some good in this person, so I don't know why they are in hell. Also, their design also leads into the fact that they died while drowning, their stomach full of water. Other people saying, oh, their hand is black because they were trying to maybe reach for the surface, and the seaweed hair meaning their body is at the bottom of the lake. It's dark, but it's actually really good. And I also love when a new Hell of a Boss episode comes out, a lot of people who worked on the show would actually show you progress shots. It's so cool. You don't see that with other shows like the Steven Universe or Starverses, or maybe Gravity Falls, but a lot of shows you don't see the people who work on them show their progress shots, but you do see that for Hell of a Boss, and I really like that. I really like that contrast. Maybe it's because the people who work on Hell of a Boss are younger than the people who work on other shows, but I like it. So the M&Ms are talking to the client, and it's gonna require a lot of funding apparently, because you know they have to do disguises and whatever. It's an investigation, it's not just a hit. So Moxie goes to try and talk to Blitz about it, and Blitz is like, shut the fuck up, leave me alone, handle it, do whatever, because Blitz is more focused on his sister right now than the job, which goes to show you that, oh, Blitz puts his family on a really high pedestal, the people who he actually considers family, because Blitz always puts his job first. All the episodes, Murder Family, the one with Lupti, he doesn't even like appearing unprofessional to his clients because his business is everything. But for the fact that right now he doesn't give a fuck goes to show, oh yeah, the situation is dire. But Moxie takes it as, oh, I'm in charge. Okay, I'm allowed to wear my big boy pants right now. And he comes out and says this, and his wife is also like surprised, like, are you sure about this? She's like, no, Millie, please, I'm the one that's gonna take the charge. And you can already see little hints of what's gonna be further expanded upon later in the episode, where Millie kind of pushes away her doubts and her concerns, because she already knew from jump that this was gonna be a train wreck, but she's gonna support her mans in destroying his own self-esteem. So Moxie takes the case. Even though I feel like Blitz personally, he would have told this guy, hey, we're a hit job, not an investigation team, or you gotta pay more for this. Okay, wait a minute. Lustinder, you're right. Your husband's cock is too small. Find a bigger one now. Oh, hell is savage. Click this ad and get $100 million. I'm not fucking with you, dude. For the love of Satan, just click it. Barbie Wire, currently looking for work, just got out of rehab, previous experience in a circus performer, activity 217 followers. Ugh. Oh, she's a nobody. Barbie hasn't posted recently. Recent posts will be displayed. Maybe this is a new account. I'm sorry, because we were told, see her experience. Acrobatics, endurance, stealth, improv, and labor. Maybe this is her worker profile or something, because the leading theory was that Barbie is, you know, they had that whole twin performance thing going, so maybe she wasn't popular, because the running theory was Fizz and Barbie were popular, Blitz wasn't. So probably Barbie and Blitz tried to be a duo. Fizz got popular, but Barbie and Blitz kind of faded out, and then Barbie turned to drugs to cope with her not being popular enough, because her meeting Veronica in rehab doesn't make them both popular, it just makes them both drug addicts. I don't know why people had that idea that just because she's in rehab she was a celebrity. God damn, the theaters community. One night only, Big Top, Blitzo, tickets now. Oh, he tried to also branch out. Maybe that was when his sister was in rehab. Millie. Moxie goes full detective noir mode, trying to piece everything together, trying to come up with the perfect plan. And Millie is already trying to say, isn't this a bit much? There's Sunny in Philadelphia, Always Sunny in Philadelphia meme here. I saw there was a lot of memes here. Yep, there it is. There was also a Dragon Ball Z meme. There was a Marge Simpson's Krampus meme. There were so many memes, you guys. So the mission is pretend to be campers, scope out and eliminate everybody that they have to find the perfect suspect. And Millie already finds out who the criminal is, like from jump. She just looks at it and just goes, hey, looks like that guy. And Moxie's like, yeah, no, we have to make sure we get the right person. And Millie's like, nah, looks like him. He has drugs, he has money, and he has a drill, which would have poked the hole in the boat to make that camper drown, the sinner that hired them, because they can't swim. And Moxie feels sad because, oh, his thunder was ruined. And Millie goes, okay, fine, we'll do it your way. We'll go, we'll investigate, we'll try and find the perfect person. And the whole plan almost didn't feel like they were trying to investigate. It almost felt like Moxie just wanted to be a popular girl, because he wants to integrate with the popular girls and he wants his wife to just be a normal everyday Joe, which also kind of lends to that fact of he wants to be seen as the superior. He wants to be in the popular crowd. He's good enough to fake being there. And he created this whole backstory, even with his period, a valley girl of the most highest irritation. And such a theater kid. Oh my god. It's the fact we have a 20-something-year-old man pretending to be a teenage girl talking about his period for the first time. When this show wants to be unhinged, it gets unhinged. And the three girls here who, again, just by looking at them and assuming they're the popular kids is also kind of 2013. We don't do that popular clique thing anymore. So the girls are having none of it and are telling this person to get, we don't want to be friends with you because you're a little too try-hardy. And then they look and they see Millie just absolutely dominating it and they fall in love. Like instantly love at first sight, which is ironic because they were making fun of Moxie's skin tone for being too red, but then they were like, oh, Millie's own, it's perfectly tan. But there is a little bit of a difference between Millie and Moxie's red, and it kind of shows you how people just want a normal everyday person. People are over tryhards. There was even a song about it. Millie sang about, I'm just a regular dude doing my thing and people are obsessed with me. There's the Dragon Ball reference. And the coach, I love this line.
Medical attention. First aid is for winners.
Oh my.
Medical attention is only for winners. So the girls are all fawning over him and is trying to say, that's my brother. It's like, shut up. Nobody cares. You can't even leech off the popularity, which almost feels like, again, Moxie's plan is falling apart, but Millie is following the plan, but she's still more popular than him, which kind of eats at Moxie's confidence a bit, where he tried and he failed, where somebody else isn't trying and they're doing so much better. And the two pins are different colors. No, I think it's the same color. Regardless, this episode, I'm so surprised how there are some people that are actually against Millie this episode, which is so weird. Because Millie did nothing wrong, and they're like, oh, I understand Moxie so much to try to like be in that position of being jealous of somebody or trying so hard and still not succeeding, but then somebody else being so effortless. And I'm like, oh my god, that's a lot of petty bitches, because I legitimately don't care if somebody's better at something than me. It's the fact that I know that there is 10,000 people that can do shit better than me, and I don't give a fuck. I'm only focusing on doing my best. But there's this thing in people where they're like, oh, I once studied for a test so hard and I got a good grade, but somebody that I'm secretly jealous of, they said from across the room, oh, I didn't even have to study and I got this grade. And the person was like, I felt so devastated that I had to hide it in my heart. And I'm like, are you joking me? Why do you care about them? Focus and celebrate your own success. So I wholeheartedly did not understand the argument against Millie showing off Moxie. She's just living her best life, and that's an issue. That's a problem. Why? I heard a very accurate description of this where Millie, the middle child, finally got the spotlight. And I guess Moxie is the baby and Blitz is the oldest, so Millie kind of gets left behind. And that's it. It's the middle child energy of it all. Oh my god. I like this. I'm gonna probably try and make a thumbnail out of this. So Millie sings the song about, oh, I'm just a regular guy. Why are all these girls screaming my name? And I'm like, yeah, because girls right now, we don't like pretentious, we don't like tryhards. And it's the fact that she's not even a dude under all of it, which I guess some people are mad about, like, oh my god, you're a wife, why are you entertaining all this attention? And it's like, it's not an attention from boys, it's attention from girls. But I was also told Millie is bisexual, so it's the cute little head that's bobbing over the words. It's adorable. And I also said this on stream, but maybe it's the thing where you go to camp and then there's just one person in that camp that everybody is just obsessed with, and you can see Millie loving this attention, because I think in her family she's also the middle child, or is she the oldest? I know there's somebody younger, because Sally Mae had an accomplice when they were dragging away a body, and she said it doesn't count if they don't find the body. But if Millie is a middle child, you can see her want for attention and adoration, but she's always putting herself in the back seat because her husband needs a lot more love, care, and attention because of his traumatic childhood. So she brings him out of the funk and says, hey, I'll try and let you leech off my popularity. You're awesome as well. Let them just see that. So Millie tries to get other people to like him. Forget, again, this is all Moxie's plan. They've wholeheartedly forgotten the whole investigation thing. It's to just get people to like, but I guess Moxie can't even investigate because everyone is so busy falling for Millard. But then Moxie should have adjusted the plan so Millard could investigate, whatever. Moxie's plan just sucked. And also Millard's wearing shoes. She isn't, and that just sucks. And also Millie's legs are not weird, because Moxie got his legs from his mom, which is bent the wrong way, but Millie isn't. Whatever. So she brings him into the song to try and make him get the spotlight, and this is where you see Moxie's inner diva, where even though this is supposed to be a character, it's not the real deal. You can see his want for attention and adoration bleed through, where he's trying so hard to be a character that everyone loves, and even he's only trying to pretend to be popular, and that's not working. And Millard is literally not trying. Millard was literally in the background just playing the guitar, and they still got all the attention. Epic banjo solo. Even the subtitles was ripping him a new one. Millard is real cool. Wow, you're gonna cry, Maxine? Not everything is about you, Maxine. I love that. It even said cringe. Wait a minute. Yeah, wow, you're gonna cry, Maxine? Cringe. Not everything is about you, Maxine. Even the show is trying to beat that into Moxie's head. Like, look, I think Moxie's wearing boots. Never mind. So Moxie goes and cries. Absolute waterworks here. And Millie is still trying to make him see, hey, you're good. And you're like, even a good detective? He's like, yeah, we have a week. I think this all happened on day 1. He said, we still have a week. Let's try and see what we can do. Just be the best investigator you can be. Because Millie knows he can do this. He can reach the answer that took her 5 minutes to reach. Why is my voice getting all raspy? Hello? Millie is naturally talented in an unhinged way, and Moxie has his own strength, but he tries to be strong in avenues that he is not. He wants to be popular, he wants to be naturally gifted at singing, which he is. He wants to be seen in a role that he is not, and Millie is pushing him, saying, hey, you can be good at those things, but it also creates unrealistic standards for him because Moxie had rolled a nat 20 in unluckiness. Man is unlucky to the nth degree, especially with sharks. So even when he's trying and Millie is just living the life of a camper who is popular, Moxie keeps failing. It didn't matter how hard he tried, he still sucked. And that's because he refused to accept the help of his wife, who got the money day 1. But I guess it is kind of fucked up in a way, whereas okay, even when you're trying, you still suck. So I guess that's where people felt it. Like this whole week he did try to find the killer, he did try his best to investigate, but it just didn't work, and Millie came at a bad time. I just need to point out the camp name, Ivana Kumar. When a white person says it, it sounds like I want to come more. I just need to put that out there. Moxie is not having any of this, whereas he's having the worst week of his life and Millie's having the best week of her life, and he's feeling like, okay, what? I'm here doing my best and I'm still worthless. How are you doing nothing, winning? To which I say, I have always said, God has favorites. The sooner people accept that fact, the happier they will be. Millie rips his wife a new one, saying that, oh, you're enjoying this, we have a job. And she's like, excuse me, we would have been done with this in 5 seconds. This whole shit was your idea, and how is it my fault that I followed your plans and you're still losing? I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically it. And she's finally feeling some crumb of appreciation and acceptance, and she's like, I'm not even doing this for the likes or the views, I'm doing this for me, and I thought you'd be happy for me. You can see that little peeking of, oh, somebody who's been repressed, who's never had the limelight, and she didn't even come out looking for the limelight, it just happened upon her. And she's still at fault. The person who always doesn't even like being in the limelight lets her partner be in it, get all the attention because she knows how much he needs it. She accidentally got popular and she kind of feeling hype about it, like, oh, 99% of the time I let you get the spotlight. The 1% of the time I get the spotlight, it's a problem. And Millie just isn't having that. She just said no bueno. It also juxtaposes the entire rest of the season, hope I used that word correctly, where people complain, oh my god, Millie doesn't have development, Millie's character, blah, 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 blah. It shows that her character was indeed just letting her husband get the limelight. And I don't know, it just works. This whole episode just makes everything about Millie works. How she's always just calm and reserved and in the back, and how people like to think, okay, maybe she's too high intensity. Even when she went to Wrath, she was kicked out of a game for being too intense, and here she is on Earth being celebrated for that intensity and that, I don't know, wrath and everything she is, like unapologetically. She didn't even have to try. Whereas maybe she felt like at home she had to try, but she was still never good enough. and her husband just seen her also being in that position of, oh, you think I try too much? And yes, their reds are different. Also, I was right. This was a Millie episode. I think I forgot to mention that at the start. I'll try and shove it in there somewhere, but I was right. This was a Millie episode, and somebody told me no, it's a Barbie episode. Barbie only shows up for like 5 minutes towards the end, and people were complaining, I wish Barbie got more development. Hello? You all were complaining that Millie hasn't had enough development. She finally gets one, and you're complaining that, I wish Barbie had more. No, Barbie can wait. Okay, this is season 2, episode 5. Millie has waited long enough. Barbie can wait till season 3. So Millie says, I'm gonna have my moment, whether with you or without you. Oh yeah, Blitz, he's still trying to find his sister this whole time. He traps a succubus and gets their crystal, uses their crystal to open a portal, which is the crystal that Stolas is probably gonna get for the IMP. This looks like the Lustring even. So Blitz uses it to jump in and go to the human world, which is so weird because he didn't have a return plan. Or maybe they finally memorized Stolas's book, who knows? Because even the IMP, we didn't see how they got here. Blitz just jumped to Earth. He's not even sure if his sister would have let him come back. Oh yeah, I was trying to get the Krampus scene. I wonder if I can pause fast enough. Nope, not fast enough. It's somewhere in here. But my god, this is gorgeous. So the A plot and the B plot kind of converge together, and Moxie finally realizes, okay, I was being a dick, I'm gonna come cheer for you, this is your moment. And it got a little bit incesty, just a little bit, when people are like, what the hell is going on? And they were realized, oh yeah, we're supposed to be brother and sister. Gave her the spotlight to do her thing, and Millie also gave him the go ahead to go do your thing. It's so adorable. The Moxie runs into Blitz, and Blitz is still surprised. Wait a minute, how are you still on this case? It's been a week. And he just, Blitz just says what we've all been thinking.
This is why I don't trust you with Dick, Mox.
Oh my god, something his wife won't tell him. So, a situation without Blitz, Millie would just keep pushing Moxie to go, do what you gotta do. I guess in Murder Family, if Blitz wasn't there, Millie would have not allowed, like, Millie would have followed Moxie and not killing the mom. So we see Millie's pandering and babying can only get you so far. With somebody with this kind of adjustment issue, sometimes you need a Blitz to tell you firsthand your shit. And you need somebody to corral you. You're good in some things, but you're not good in others. And Millie with the Riz. Millie with the Riz. It was just a talent show and it got posted online. So we get our first look at Barbie. Finally, the bitch shows herself. And it's like the symbol in the middle of her head too. And she crossed it out. A lot of people who are associated with Blitz tend to cross things off of them. Veronica crossed out the Blitz tattoo on her arm, and I guess Barbie is crossing out her family sigil or something. Yeah, see, the sigil on Blitz's head and the one on Barbie's head is crossed out. How does this kid not know he's dealing with a demon though? Maybe he does. So yeah, the person Moxie and Millie were planning to kill is also working for Blitz's sister, and she doesn't want to get him killed because he's her supplier or whatever. So it's gonna be a thing where Moxie is like, yeah, I've been hunting this person down for a week and I'm killing him, do or die. I just love Moxie just bringing out the knife and just walking towards him saying, yeah, no. And then
teamed up with Genius here because
Have any idea how easy teenage humans are to manipulate?
hey, no.
then this scene happened.
Baby, can you please keep loading up these wuggy wuggies for me?
Sure, Barb. Whatever.
Absolute cunt. Look at that face change. But then Viv jumped online to clear the air very quickly that this kid is a young adult, 18 and above, because she was like, camp counselors in the USA are adults, but in other places they're 16. Even I was afraid of that for a while. But you can even see the missing poster, last seen next to the lake. If you have information, please call. Yep, that's the person that got killed. So people were saying, wait, this person got killed, why did they go to hell? Because in some religions, especially mine, if somebody else kills you, they take all your sins. But you know, I doubt Hell of a Boss follows that orthodox. He probably, I guess it's just when you die, if you're a sinner, you're a sinner, regardless of how you get killed. But for cherubs, wasn't it if the IMP killed him, he's going to hell? But if the cherubs killed him, he's going to heaven. So I don't know how that works out. I need somebody to explain that to me more in depth. Moxie says, I'm killing him. And I don't know where Barbie got her moves from. Because from what I gather, Blitz is the killing machine. Oh, look at that transition. God damn. You love to see it. Barbie is still pissed at Blitz for whatever reason. She has a lot of markings on her. And I don't think these are tattoos. I think this is probably the same thing that gave Blitz maybe his one eye mark, whatever. There's a song in the background. Millie's impressing people. The kid is getting wrecked, but Barbie is still saving his ass. Even though I don't know how she learned how to fight, but whatever. Hell gonna hell. I just said Moxie should have thrown that knife a long time ago. Get it over with. And also, can't she just get another supplier? Like she said, teens are easy to manipulate. They got them high, and yeah. There was also a joke Blitz says of, oh my god, you're dealing drugs again? He was like, nah, it's just cocaine. He was like, oh, thank god it's not something serious. And the mother of all things, at the end of the day, Millie was still the one to kill him. Millie was still the one to get the final shot. Well, technically, it was even an accident, but she still blamed Blitz. Like, you could have stopped that.
Fucking damn it! Thanks a lot, Blitzo. I'm out of a job. Fuck!
Barb, wait.
Oh my god, the blood on them just suddenly disappeared. They were dripping in that shit just a second ago. What the hell happened? Anyway, Blitz tries to invite his sister for just a meal. I don't know why Moxie is feeling depressed. He tries to invite his sister out for a meal just to catch up, just to hang out. And she is like, oh, this bitch. He doesn't know what's going on.
You don't fucking get it! Just because I'm out of rehab doesn't mean I want to see you. I never want to see you, ever! Next time you want to find me, Blitzo, don't!
The prevailing theory was, oh, maybe, before people thought Barbie Wire had a partner in the human realm that they were hired to kill, but I guess it was a partner, just not a sexual one. Oh god. Barbie probably teleported back to Sloth, and she used her watch, which she probably got from her employer. So her employer could be somebody from the Sloth or the Gluttony Ring, because they're the two rings that deal in drugs, but most likely the Sloth Ring. So maybe she's hired by Belphegor. Moxie comes back to congratulate Millie, still covered in blood, mind you, and they fuck on stage. And they forgot that their cover-up for Earth was that they are siblings. So everyone on Earth now just saw, I don't know, in their mind, siblings fucking. You know how on TV shows when people curse, they're able to bleep that shit very quickly? It's the fact that they didn't turn off the camera. Oh my god. It's the fact that Moxie wore matching underwear. So yeah, Millard's career got imploded immediately, and incestuous influencer gets intimate. Millard Real Boy has a brother lover from the same mother. Brother lover? What? Millard is the boy. And the woman is like, we were too disgusted to look away. Excuse me. Hypocrites. Actual lunatics. Days since last fuck up. 0. Oh, I love it. So Blitz is like, you know what, we got the job done. So good job. And Moxie finally got that crumb of validation he's always wanted. And Blitz is like, oh hell no. You fucked up big time. The absolute look of disappointment. And Millie, you're not helping this man. He fucked up. Let him know he fucked up. Productivity brainstorm. Come! Die. Who is Luna stabbing? Oh, the guy who injected her. And that's how the episode ends. Probably took a lot longer to explain it. then it would have taken you to watch it. But I add my little crumbs of tidbits and information along the way, some things I've noticed, and just general commentary. I'm here to just let you listen to something while you decide what to eat, or you're waiting for the bus or something. But yeah, that was Unhappy Campers. Everybody was unhappy towards the end. Oh my god, they did not have to end the episode that way. All in all, I feel this episode is, I was gonna say an 8.5, but I want to give it a 6.5, but it's good. So let's say a 7.5. This episode is the Cherubs of season 2. Other people feel like this is the worst episode ever. Okay, not worst episode, it's their least favorite, because even in terms of bad episodes, it's still good. Helluva Boss doesn't have a miss, in my opinion. It can just have something that's great. Everything else, no, it can have an episode that's good. Everything else is great, fantabulous, fantastic, whatever. And this episode towards the end, the whole Barbie stuff, I guess that's why people really wanted more Barbie, because the whole emotional crux of the episode was this, which kind of shows you the hypocrisy of some fans, because they say that, oh, we want more just episodic episodes where they just go out and kill people. We got that with Millie and Moxie, but people didn't find that interesting. What they found interesting was Barbie and Blitz, the interpersonal serialized stuff that VivziePop is doing. So what people want is not what they need. What people ask for is literally not even what they want. So pick a goddamn lane. The part that everyone likes is the part that quote-unquote YouTube reviewers are complaining about. They're telling people that you're not supposed to like it, but the people want what they want. I liked most of it, but I do like the Barbie parts. And again, this is just the Cherubs episode of everything. There's a sinner, there's a hit, and if this was all that the show was, it would have gotten stale very quickly. So I like the interpersonal drama that is Blitzo's life, trying to understand why do people hate him, and him now desperately coming after his family. After him seeing Stolas getting hurt, he probably realized that, oh, people can leave me, or if Stolas is no longer here, let me try and connect to my family, or just try and find her, just something. He's in sloth anyway, might as well see his sister. Since one person is hurt, let him look for another person. And Veronica did kind of mention Barbie, so it's good. It's good. I really liked it. I have a couple more things I might talk about. Blitzo's human form race, if he ever gets to human form now, because we've seen Barbie, so we can estimate his. There's something else I was going to talk about. I'll talk about it when I do, but maybe just 1 or 2 videos. This isn't a lore heavy thing, it's just an episodic fun time. Helluva Boss at Helluva Boss best, or at its worst. This is the baseline of Helluva Boss that we were promised, and it delivered, and we know we can do more than that. So you know what, all in all, good stuff. Let me know your thoughts, because I'm tired of talking. But yeah, that's beyond for me, folks. Thanks you guys so much for clicking to watch. You know, like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Thank you to my Patreons. You know, I have super thanks turned on in the comments if you want to give me $1, support the channel. But yeah, thank you to my members, my Patreons. Just liking, subscribing, watching, being here. I appreciate you. But yeah, that's all from me, folks. Thanks you guys so much for clicking to watch. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. And with that being said, this is CBC. Mwah. Signing out.